Okay, awesome. All right, well, Beth and I are super excited for today. And first of all, want to wish Beth a very happy 40th birthday. So, you call for her 40th birthday. Woohoo!
I'm really 25. It's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. We're super excited to have Sally Crosby. Sally went to Baylor with me, but now she lives in Lubbock. So I don't know if Pick'em Bears or a Red Raider fan for Beth. I don't know, but we may have to ask her when this call's over. But we're super excited to have her. For those of you that don't know, Sally is an Emerald Ambassador, and she's very into health and fitness. I believe, I don't want to mess it up, that you were an instructor at Bodyworks and Fusion Fitness. So she knows what she's talking about, you guys. She's going to share her story with us, and then she's going to give us some tips, some ideas, and let us know why everybody needs plexus, regardless of how fit and in shape they are. So go ahead and take it away, girl.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for having me. It was such an honor when Arielle reached out to me. I appreciate it. And Beth, my birthday is Thursday. And so I'm almost 40. So I'm right there with you, sister.
Will you be 40 Thursday?
No, I have, I'll be 38. So okay. I'm, not too far behind you. I'm close to, it's funny because this year's kind of not as fun because I'm inching closer to 40, but whatever.
It's all fun. Hey, I have to say this because you'll understand this, and probably nobody else will because I didn't know what it was. Today I did my first plyo push-up where I did a push-up and hopped over the step. Yeah. So my 40th birthday, I did a push-up with a hop. That's insane. I couldn't do a push-up when I was 30, period. So anyway,
my goodness.
That's my accomplishment for the day.
Honestly, that is definitely something to be proud of. That is super hard. Congratulations. Yeah. Happy birthday. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much again. I really just wanted to share, a lot of times people will ask me, kind of, how they can even share maybe plexus with people in the fitness industry, or what are some helpful tips. And I just, I think it's awesome that people are thinking about people in the fitness world. A lot of times people think of them as kind of maybe already getting it and being fine, but we all know that this is way more than weight loss. And so I'm going to tell you my brief story super quick. Melissa Darby is my sponsor and one of my best friends from college. And she had approached me about plexus, you guys, probably right when she started, which we're almost, maybe it's 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago now. And I was like, no. I'm like, no, I love you. I will support you. It was the whole 9 yards, what we always hear everybody say. I love you. I'll support you, but no, this is not for me. Honestly, you guys, I had a misconception about what plexus was. I thought it was really mainly weight loss. And I, as a fitness instructor and teaching classes, I was kind of feeling like if I were to promote something like this, that I was totally contradicting everything that I was telling them at the gym, which I always preached, you got to put some hard work into this. There's no shortcuts, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of had this misconception at the beginning. But let me tell you what changed. A couple things changed for me. One, I finally decided to try the product because I had seen that it said it might help with sugar cravings and stuff like that. And let me tell you that I have the biggest sweet tooth. So I almost felt kind of hypocritical that I was telling people little tips as I'm teaching on what they should be doing. Yet I knew at home I had my secret candy bucket. Oh my gosh, I meant to get it out for you. I always like to show my candy bucket. It's like a visual I like to show everybody. So that was something that I'd always struggled with. And I also needed Diet Dr. Pepper was my thing. And I would always have it in the afternoon. But yet I'd be telling people the dangers of artificial sweeteners. I wholly admit this. And it was just kind of I was kind of contradicting myself. And I finally recognized that. I gave it a try, loved the slim. You guys, I know it sounds so hokey. I always thought it was hokey when people said it, but I really didn't want soda anymore. And it completely helped me in regards to self-control with eating sweets, which was one of my biggest downfalls. So here's the deal. I knew it worked after I finally gave it a shot. I still was shy to share it though. So that was a whole nother story. Yeah, I believed in it, but I still didn't want to share it because I didn't want to bug people. And I didn't know I had some serious personal growth issues that I had to get over. So anyway, I want to share that in case anyone can relate to that listening today. It wasn't like I jumped right in and was blowing and going. It took me, when I finally started the business, it was a 3-year journey, 2.5 to 3 year journey to Emerald. And it was just a slow growing process, and one I'm super proud of, but had to grow along the way. And so one of the things that I think was the biggest game changer for me was realizing that there was more to plexus than just weight loss. And so if you are talking to somebody, either as somebody that might look super fit, or you feel like they've got all that going on the outside, let me tell you that there could be some other things going on the inside. And that was one thing that I had to also learn. Not only did I have some sweets addictions, was kind of addicted to Diet Dr. Pepper and that caffeine for the afternoon to kind of help me push through. My nail growth was terrible. My nails were so brittle, and like they would break all the time. I had major bathroom issues. Like I wouldn't go regularly, just gonna say it. I always felt kind of bloated. I wanted carbs and sugars. So, I mean, I think people would look at me on the outside and probably thought maybe that I was all good on the outside, but clearly we know that there's probably more going on the inside. And that is one thing that I would suggest when approaching this with people that you might think that they even might think they don't need this. I think one of the key things and one of my first tips is just education. Telling them and educating them a little bit about what plexus really is and what plexus isn't. So many times, like I said, we get this thing that it's just a weight loss thing. And I think one of my first tips is you got to educate people on what that is. And I will tell you that might take some time. For somebody that might be skeptical because they feel like they don't need this because diet and exercise is the only thing that they need, you guys just be patient and give them some time to kind of process information that maybe you're giving them. Because I know for me, that was something I really had to learn. And also I had to experience some personal health changes that I knew, plexus was helping me with. So that is one of my first tips is I think education on what plexus really is and what plexus isn't is my first thing. And sorry, if I look down at my notes, it's just to help keep me on track because I could talk forever. Okay. So that is, okay. That's one of the first things I would say is that to get them to even buy in and even let you listen, you're going to have to express to them that it's not just weight loss. Here are a couple pros though, when talking to somebody about something like plexus, like somebody that's fit or in shape or used to diet and kind of already in that exercise diet mindset. One pro that you're going to have is when they are used to having results like if you were to say I need you to give this like 30 to 60 days or even 3 months, people in this world are already going to get that because they know when they're coaching people or they're personal training or they're teaching somebody, there's never an overnight process. So let me just tell you that straight up. I think that's a good thing that if you were to ever stress that this is something that takes some time, somebody in this fitness mindset is going to get that. And they're not going to probably push that back with you because they understand. We all know that, to see serious change physically with people, it is not an overnight process and it takes time and commitment and dedication. Now, so you've got that is something that somebody that is already in that mindset of fitness and diet and clean diet and exercise is going to buy in with you right away. The other thing I was going to tell you is that most people that are in the gym or exercising even on their own or in any kind of weight loss or weight training program, most of them are probably already on some sort of supplement. So you're not going to get a pushback on, I don't know if I want supplements. What though you are going to have to challenge them in and help educate, and this goes back to the education thing, is why are plexus supplements better than other things out there? Because people that are working out, they're already probably taking pre-workout, they're taking recovery, they're taking thermogenics, and they're probably taking a protein if they're serious about their fitness routine. So that's another good pro that you have, and even speaking to somebody is they're not going to push back when you talk about supplements. They're already probably taking supplements. But what your challenge is going to be is having to express to them why plexus supplements are superior. Okay. And I think we all know why our products are superior. But one of the things, of course, is that there's just cleaner ingredients, no artificial sugars. Like if you look at most protein powders on the market, they're all going to have sucralose or aspartame in them. So you want to make sure, that's, if somebody is really wanting to care about what they're putting in their system, and most people that are kind of in the fitness exercise world want to put clean stuff in their body, that is one thing that I would make sure that you share with them, is that the one thing that sets us apart and these supplements apart is that they are clean. And if people are really wanting to focus on this all over health, that is something that will be appealing to them. Also, that our thermogenic and our pre-workouts are more, it's more natural of the green tea extract, and even the caffeine in the edge is more of a natural form of the coffee bean. So things like that are where you're going to be able to, like I said, I think most people are already on some sort of pre-workout, post-workout recovery, or a protein shake or something. The key is going to be, how can we express to them why ours is superior? And that's going to be different for everybody. And this is where the real work comes in, because this is where you have to have that relationship with somebody. This might take a little bit of time for somebody to finally get it. You might have to send them some articles, send them some information. So that would be one tip that I have. So the pros that you have in speaking to somebody who you might feel like is already in this world is, they're probably not going to blink an eye when you tell them the time frame. Sometimes when we talk to people that want a quick fix, that are not, that's a deal breaker for them. Well, somebody that's kind of already in an exercise mindset knows that it's going to take some time. So that's one pro. And the second pro is that they're probably already taking supplements, and they're not going to push back on the idea of supplements, because most of them are probably already taking it. Your goal is going to have to be telling them why ours are better. Okay. What else? Another thing, okay, are just asking questions. People, bless you.
Sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
You're good. Bless you. Another tip I have is, of course, going back to the stressing that Plexus is not a diet system, because anyone that is in a fitness mindset is just going to push away from that. What else is going on inside? Are they sleeping well? Do they crash every day? Explain to them what gut health is, how blood sugar regulation is the key to everything. They might not realize that. The other thing is, I know when I am focused on a health and a fitness goal, or if I'm like before I went to Hawaii, let's say, I tightened up my diet and my fitness routine, because I had goals about going to Hawaii, right? Let me tell you where Plexus helped me. And this, it helped with cravings and sugar and sweets. And this is another thing that, you could also share with people when they're trying to stick to a certain diet regime, or a clean eating regime. If they have something like Plexus that they can use as a tool, it's just going to help them stick to that, because it's so hard to do that on your own. We all know this. Anytime you eliminate something, that's the one thing that you want. Like if you're going to say no carbs this week, okay, then all you're going to think about, you're going to be dreaming about pizza and everything else. So another thing is that this can help when people are trying to stick to a certain cleaner diet. Something like this is going to help them resist some cravings, okay? And it has for me. Another tip is that that I think is also huge, and a huge benefit, is that Plexus is going to burn fat and not muscle. So yeah, people might say, I think I'm already seeing the results that I desire. Well, what if we took it up a notch and you could see more muscle definition? Because Plexus is going to burn fat and not muscle, which is another thing that I feel like I have been able to tell over the last 2 years, is there's a little bit more lines when I'm trying to get different muscle tone. And I feel like that has a lot to do with Plexus and how it's going to burn fat but keep the muscle. So this is another huge selling point when you're talking to somebody that's busting it in the gym and working really hard. That is something that they are going to want. They don't, they want to keep that hard muscle that they've been working for. The other thing I would tell you too, and basically I guess I'm kind of just giving you tips on how you could help people that otherwise might be like, I don't need this. These are tips that would help them maybe buy into it, and at least let you tell them a little bit more about Plexus, because this is what helped me. The other thing I would tell you is that when we encounter any kind of stress in our lives, or let's say even you work out really, really hard, and that is stress on your body, cortisol is going to be released in your body, and that really affects our bodies very negatively. So whether it's emotional stress or physical stress on your body, cortisol is being released. And I will tell you that the recovery time from stress for me, I've experienced it's been better with the plexus supplements kind of helping me with that recovery. So that is another thing that, I think is a huge selling point, because I think that, again, balancing your blood sugar, all of these things, it's about balance. And we know that like when our bodies are balanced, we're going to just overall be better. And I think in one other area is going to be with recovery from maybe an emotional hard time, or even physical, like a hard physical workout. A lot of times I might get to this in a minute, but some people ask me when I take my plexus with my workout routine. And there's sometimes where I will take Slim after I work out as like a recovery. Just because I feel like it can help replenish some glycogen levels or other things that we do when we're kind of depleting when we're exercising really hard. And so again, that's where I feel like sometimes Slim can be even a good, just help body balancer, blood sugar balancer, everything for recovery, either post-workout, when that stress is on your system, or even emotional stress that we go, that affects everything. And so many people don't realize that. There could be somebody who physically on the outside, just you look at them and you're like, oh my gosh, but there's could be some emotional stress that is going on, or major things in their life. And that cortisol that is affecting their cravings, they could be exhausted. I mean, there's so many other things. I mean, my main point in this is there's so many other things that could be going on inside of people's systems, where on the outside they might look physically almost like, ideal, but deep inside there's other junk going on. So one other tip I have is that I always like to tell people, okay, if some are skeptical about ingredients or trying the products, okay, fine. Then here's the ingredients. Like I always say, here, look them up yourself. Because I have learned if I try to like explain everything, there's always going to be like a follow-up question. So for me, it's just been, here, I'm going to say, because, all the labels I have saved on my phone, or, here, look these over, take a look at it. You Google all the, and I don't talk to them like this, but my mindset is fine. You look at the ingredients, see if there's anything wrong with it. Go for it. See what you find. And the other thing is, if you're skeptical about if it's going to work for you, why don't you just try it? See what happens. I mean, with our money back guarantee, it is such a no-brainer. I don't know why people can get so, well, I do know why. I was that way too. I was a little bit, I was that way too. It's our pride gets in the way. We don't want to, admit that we want to try something. So I get that. But really, for people that are skeptical, just be real with them. Say, okay, here's the ingredients. If you want to research them yourself, go for it. Let me know. I'm here for you. I can kind of help you connect the dots. If you're skeptical about it, if it could work for you, here, try it. You've got 2 whole months you could try it and see if it makes a difference for you. And if not, we'll get your money back. Bottom line. Okay. One other hurdle that sometimes I have to get over when I'm sharing with maybe other trainers or teachers at the gym about plexus. They'll say, is that like a network marketing? Is that like an MLM? Is that like a pyramid scheme thing? And again, this goes back to education about really what plexus is. And we all know, because we're in this, we know how amazing plexus is. We know how different it is from other things. So that is going to be on you to kind of help explain why it's different from other things. But, I kind of compare this to like teaching classes. Like teaching exercise and physical training and doing classes had such a positive effect on me that I shared it with other people. And then I decided that I wanted to teach it. And guess what? Yeah, I get paid to do that. I make money doing that. I mean, it's not much. Don't get me wrong. Teaching classes is not for the money. But anyway, whole nother story. But I also make money teaching classes, and I'm sharing something I'm loving. But what I don't get is every time that somebody signs up at the gym or comes to my class, I don't get paid per person, right? I mean, almost have to explain this like, some people just have this one stigma mindset on what network marketing is. And instead, that's going to be this is not anything new for anybody, but just kind of re-educating them on, guess what? I also love these classes. I love Body Pump. And guess what? I'm telling you to come to Body Pump because it's awesome. And I have felt so good. I have lost inches and I've gained so much more muscle definition. But is Body Pump and Les Mills paying me every single time a new person comes to my class? No. So, I mean, it's almost like you're just sharing something that you love, and honestly, you're just getting compensated really well for it. And the network marketing business setup is amazing. It's way better than what I get, kicked back to me from the gym. So anyway, I'm sorry if I've kind of been all over the place here. I just feel like for somebody that might say to you, why do I even need something like this? I'm already at the ideal weight that I want. I'm already feeling like physically I'm in decent shape. I would just ask and kind of investigate some other things. Look for clues, kind of have your plexus goggles on. Are they complaining about being tired all the time? Do they not have energy to keep up with their kids? Do they feel like when they work out really hard, they're just done for the day? Like they're totally spent. Do they have crazy cravings? Is the willpower over food just out of control? Are they constantly getting sick? Is their immune system, these are the things that you're going to have to help them see that maybe there might be more going on inside, right? And I personally feel, and I wholeheartedly believe now, that the perfect trifecta when it comes to overall health, wellness, weight management, willpower over food, I think the perfect trifecta truly is diet is key. Yeah, people can take Plexus products all they want, but if they're not going to change something, if they're going to eat crap all day, excuse my language, it's crap. That's not going to do anything. And if they're not going to exercise at all and at least get their body moving, I'm not talking like be hardcore, let's, pump iron. No, I'm talking about just getting your body moving maybe more than you normally would. If that's walking around the neighborhood with one of your best friends and gabbing away, doing something you enjoy, but you're physically getting moving. That's going to make a huge difference. And then I think the third component truly is, I think Plexus is the third perfect threefold thing for the perfect trifecta that I would recommend to anybody that is looking for just kind of the all over, that there's no secret answer because everything kind of requires some hard work. But again, balancing some things in your system, having willpower over food so you can't, it's all kind of connected. Having better performance when you are exercising, having better recovery, having more muscle development because it's burning fat, not muscle. All of these things are all three working together to kind of really give you this perfect trifecta, in my opinion. So I have talked forever. I am so sorry. Is everyone okay? Are you still with me?
Perfect. You're perfect. We love it.
I kind of was all over the place. Forgive me, my notes were not as organized as I wanted. But does anyone have any questions or have any thoughts that they want to add?
Will you tell us what you take? Okay, so when you're going into a workout or whatever, on the days that you work out, how do you take your products?
Yeah, I would love that. So what I do, I take my Slim in the morning sometimes. Okay, I get this question a lot. If I'm going to work out really early in the morning, like a lot of people do, they'll get up and they get up and go. And I do have a 6 a.m. class, so I do have that schedule sometimes too. I am one of those people, that doesn't have to eat before that class. Now, I don't want to recommend that to everybody. Some people feel like they have to eat something before they work out or they feel sick. So if that is you, then this might not work for you. But I wake up and I take, on the early workout days, I'll take 2 Boost. Okay, if you have never tried Boost, I would definitely suggest starting with 1. I always tell my people that because you just never know how it's going to affect your body. I don't want you taking 2 and then not feeling great, and start with 1. If you can handle 1 for 1 or 2 days, bump it up to 2. I think 2 is a game changer for me. I can feel it. And this is when I feel it, when I start getting my body moving. And so I'll take that 20 to 30 minutes before I work out on those early days.
And you don't eat.
I don't.
And you're good.
I don't. But here's the deal. Once my body is moving and activated and I feel like Boost is being used, it's okay. If you're going to take Boost on an empty stomach, but you're not going to really use it, I feel like it could maybe affect you differently. So on those early days, I'll take Boost before, I'll work out. I'll probably have Slim right after as a recovery. And then I'll go about my day. I'll take my X Factor with breakfast. I am one of those that takes BioCleanse at night. and I will also take ProBio. I'll take that maybe like after dinner. And then I take ProBio and Mega X at night when I go to bed. So that's my routine. A lot of people ask me, well, what about Edge? I have just found that Boost works for me, and so I haven't really tried. I tried it, and it's not like I didn't like it, but I was kind of like, if it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it kind of person. I have a trainer friend at the gym that, bless her heart, she secretly buys plexus for me, which I love. She is a bodybuilder. She does competitions, but she reps it's a long story. She reps a different kind of line, so she feels like she can't. Just wait though. As soon as her contract is up, like I'm all over her. But anyway, she buys it for me. And while she was training for her competition this past summer, she was raving about how she would take Slim in the afternoon and how it would just help her with her sweet crave, because she was on a strict diet. And it was a short-term strict diet, but she was prepping for a competition. But she completely noticed how it affected her appetite. And I loved hearing that from somebody in the gym. It just was so fun for me to get that. I believe it. I know it. But to hear it from somebody that I respected like that was huge. But I always have her look at plexus stuff for me. And she actually told me to take one Boost and one Edge together pre-workout. Now, let me just tell you, I have not done that. So if anyone wants to try it and let us know how it goes, go for it.
I'll get Scott to try it.
She was telling me the ingredients that were in are common in a lot of pre-workouts and thermogenics. But I don't know. Like I said, if I have my routine, it works for me. And so I kind of am funny about switching that up. I get kind of nervous, like what's going to happen to me, which is silly. But if it works, I'm kind of like, whatever. If I work out later in the day, I will take 2 Boosts 30 minutes before. Even if it's like I can't get to the gym till 4-ish one day, it does not affect my sleep. And here's the key. I think it's because you're burning, if you're going to take Boost on an empty stomach and you're not really using it, I feel like I hear from folks that it could make them maybe shaky, or that maybe they don't sleep well. And so, your body, again, this is hard because there's not a cookie cutter answer. But I take it and I'm fine, but I feel like I'm like literally depleting Boost from I'm using it and I can feel it. And I can feel it like mid workout when I'm really kind of normally would maybe want to give up and not want to push. I can almost feel the energy. I can feel it pushing me. Now, here's the other thing. Boost is a thermogenic. Okay. Now, if you don't understand what a thermogenic does, when your body gets active, it heats up so that you burn fat more efficiently. So some people say, I feel like I sweat like crazy when I take Boost. Well, it's because your body is probably heating up a little bit more than normal. So just know that that's normal. It's hopefully just, hopefully you're feeling just sweaty while you're working out. Hopefully it's not something that you experience throughout the day. I am like a major sweater when I work out. So I didn't really notice. And my hair is so short and y'all, it gets so wet and nasty. It's terrible. But one other thing that I didn't tell you was that I do take a 96. I do a plexus 96 shake immediately after I work out. If I don't take the Slim, or with if on that early morning day, or if I'm exercising and I take Slim post workout, I will drink P96 as one of my snacks. Like I'll have it throughout the day. But if I've already had my Slim, and like I have tomorrow I have like a 10:30 class. So what I'll do is I'll drink Slim in the morning. Okay. I'll probably take 2 Boosts around 10. I'll teach my class. And then right after that, I'll drink a P96. And yes, I just do it with water and I love it. But if I'm at home, I like to blend it up with some ice. I think it tastes better. But really, it's a pretty good, I've had a lot of protein shakes out there. And it's honestly, y'all, it tastes pretty good for being a clean protein. It tastes good to me. There's nothing artificial in it. And that's key. I mean, I've got a lot lined up in the bottom of my pantry that are filled with aspartame and sucralose. And it's just hard because that stuff over time is just so hard on your body. And so that's one thing too, that, if somebody really is all about clean and, putting clean things into their body and super crunchy, explain that about our products and how that kind of sets them apart, especially with their protein, because it is really hard to find a protein powder that does not have artificial sweeteners in it. Did I answer your question? It took me like 10 minutes.
Look, this is my second page of notes. I'm not even kidding.
No.
I'm like writing it down. Yes.
Does anyone else? I haven't opened the chat.
Yeah, you have some questions. Do you see them, or do you need us to read them?
Yeah, I can see them. Okay. Okay, how would you lead the conversation at the gym with a prospect where your intent is to talk about how and why plexus is better? Yeah, okay, one of my main goals is to get people on Facebook as my friend. Yes, that is definitely one of my first things, because that is a huge way for me to communicate, even if it's like indirectly, like I might have a conversation. Okay, I know our goal is to not. I mean, so if I've had a conversation with somebody at the gym, I'll add them as a friend, and then maybe I'll try to post something in hopes that they see it that day. Or, so honestly, I try to do that. Now, I know that that's not, I am one of those people that doesn't push right on people right away. I want to build out, I kind of want to earn my right to be heard with people. And a lot of times, because of what I do, people will ask me for tips. And so that for me is a natural open door for me to say, hey, I think this could be a good option for you if you want to try it. Or if they say they're in a plateau. That's what I hear most of the time from people. I've been up here busting it. I'm tired. I'm trying to eat better, but I'm still not seeing results. And so when people tell me that, that's an open door for me to share plexus with them and say, here, why don't you give this a try? It totally helped me. It's an awesome product. And then I go into, if, that's for somebody that's maybe, kind of ready and desperate for something, and they come to me. But in regards to maybe educating somebody on why plexus is different, why it's better, that's going to be something that is going to take a little bit of time. I don't initially have that conversation with them probably right away. I'll try to indirectly and passive aggressively try to do it on Facebook. Or over time, maybe I'll send them an article, or, I'm one of those people that sometimes when I post, I don't even talk about plexus, because I want people, I've gotten more about that, but initially, like, health and wellness was just kind of a part of my branding, and I wanted to keep it that way. And so I would maybe share an article about the benefits of whey protein or whatever. And then if somebody asks me what, and, I might throw in, well, and I take P96 as my, or whatever. Like, I might say that, but I don't know if that helped you, Jackie. I think you got to start through Facebook, and then almost all the time people might ask you. But even if you had a post on Facebook after you friended this person on, why our omegas are better than something else, or our multivitamins are better than other options out there, just kind of getting that education out there for your audience is going to be key, I think, to kind of open the door for them to see maybe this is worth looking into. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I answered your question, Jackie. Okay, Jan's, I don't know if it says privately. Do you think I can read that right? Is that okay, Jan? Is she still on here? I don't know if she's on here.
She's saying yes.
Okay.
I'm seeing her shake her head.
Okay, good. She says, I'm able to present plexus at a ladies' gym in a few days. But now they just started another, so they want me to talk only about vitamins. Okay, so she was hoping to maybe get to share slim, but it looks like all she can do is share vitamins. Well, I would, if all you can talk about is the plexus vitamins, I wonder if you could talk about the ProBio a little bit too, because that could, again, go hand in hand with eating and cravings and getting rid of that candida and stuff like that. I don't know if that's an option for you, Jan. But about the vitamins, if that's all you can talk about, focus on why they're different. The aloe, that our body, it's going to help get to the places in our body that really need it. And that's going to also help with recovery. You could say, you could turn that, anything that we use up maybe while we're exercising, our vitamins are going to also help replenish the nutrients that you need and help supplement what we can't get from our diet. I mean, nobody has a perfectly clean diet that's going to get all the nutrients that they need from that. And this is where our X Factor vitamin is going to come in and help kind of supplement what your body doesn't have. And what's different about our vitamin is that it's going to help get directly to where your body needs, because it has aloe, and aloe helps the absorption of the nutrients by up to 400%. Maybe you could do something like that. I really wish so that you could have like some Slim in cups and kind of use it more as a drink this when you're done and see how you feel. Because sometimes when people work out really hard, they just want to crash because they feel so exhausted, depleted, and tired. And that's where I feel like even though Plexus Slim is not really labeled as a recovery, yeah, it does help recover your blood sugar levels because you've dropped, because you've depleted everything. So I almost wish, Jan, that you could, so anything other than weight loss is what you can do.
Be a rule breaker, Jan.
Yeah, sweet, Jan.
Break those rules.
You know what, Jan? I would even, I don't know, maybe just have your pink drink in a water bottle while you're doing this. I think it's awesome that your gym is letting you do that. A probiotic would be another thing that you could also maybe have on the table with the vitamins, because it's going to go into all over health. And most people already buy in that they need a probiotic. Again, I know I keep saying this, but our goal is to help explain why ours are different. Why would somebody want to buy our probiotic instead of one at the store? Why would somebody want to buy our X Factor vitamin over another one? We have to kind of show them why it's different and why it's better, because we know that they are. So I don't know if that helps you, Jan, but I really wish you could get some little cups of the Slim. Like as people are coming out of class, they could have it and try it. That would be awesome. I don't know if that helped you, but Jan, private message me if you need a couple more tips before your thing. Is that tomorrow? In a few days. So, okay. What would you suggest for a quick text? This is from Rhonda. Or Facebook message introducing Plexus to a fit person who thinks they're doing everything right and they don't need it. Rhonda, this is again when I would try to have a reason that you're messaging them. Maybe you heard them say something like, I'm tired. It's been a long blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Or you could even just approach her like, hey, I see you go all the time, and I know you're physically fit and in shape, but if you ever feel like you drop, or I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry, I don't know the person, but find a way that would help her want to even give you a list. Like there's got to be a reason that you're reaching out to her, not just that you're trying to sell her something. How could it help her in some way? Like, have you picked up on anything that this fit person has said that would give you some kind of clue that you could connect it with something that Plexus could help with? Do you know what I mean? I've even had people try X Factor because their nails, they want their nails stronger. I mean, I don't know if there's something like that, even that you pick up on a conversation. I think that is totally an open door to message somebody out of the blue, and it won't look like you're just trying to sell them something. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that helps you, Rhonda. But I guarantee you that fit person, there's something that Plexus could help them with. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be, and this is where our job to do it right, to do right. And actually, this is where some people this doesn't always work with people, is that they don't really care about necessarily what's going on with the person. They just want to make a sell. I'm not saying in Plexus, I'm just saying in general. So this is where our job comes in, of trying to figure out what their missing link is and approaching it in a way that's like, I just want to help you be the best you can be. Like that's kind of our job, is to help coach these people to feel and be the best that they can be. So finding some sort of way that you could open the conversation with that. Go to her Facebook, go scroll through her posts. Is there anything that she's complaining about? And then figure out a way to maybe open the door and share like something that Plexus could help with that. So I don't know if that helps you, but Rhonda, if you have a specific person too, feel free to message me and maybe I can help you come up with some wording. I'd be happy to.
Perfect. Does anybody else have any questions for Sally? If you do, type them, or like she said, you can message her too. She's been
absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, well, I know you've helped me. I haven't had the boost in over a year. I'm afraid to take it, but I think I'm going to try it again and give it another
Me
shot.
too. I'm scared to take it because I'm going to try it before working out.
Me too.
I think before you get your body, when your body can use what you put into it, it's not going to affect you as negatively because it's not just sitting in your system. If it's sitting in your system, I feel like it can upset people. I mean, some people say, well, I didn't feel right, but get your body moving and see if that helps. Now, I know sometimes it's not a fit for everybody. And I know you guys know this more than anyone, that sometimes it's just not a cookie cutter answer, but try it and see what you think. And if you really want to be bold, try one edge and one boost.
I would be like flying all over the world. And I'm going to try to take my Slim after I work out because you're right. Like, I mean, especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do like a more intense class. And I mean, like I do like come home and change and get ready for this. I mean, I catch myself yawning and I know I'm not tired, but I'm thinking it's probably just because my body has, like you said, just like depleted itself. And so I think I'm going to try to do that. I've never even thought of that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. And, I think, play with the timing of your Slim. I know we always suggest to take it first thing. And I think that's a great idea because your stomach is empty and it can get, but, play with the timing. If you feel like even you've been taking plexus for a while, try changing up the time you take your Slim or take two. You could take one, and if your cravings feel out of control, maybe you're trying to stick to a certain thing, maybe take 2 Slim a day for a few days, see if that helps, and maybe up your probio. You might have, if there could be some candida stuff going on and craving the sugars and all that. For me, I know that was a big
thing. I do that. And I do take, sometimes when I am craving in the afternoons, I will drink another Slim for a few days and that will help. But yeah. I can always tell my tongue. Like I was craving sugar this weekend and I looked at my tongue and it was like gross. And so I upped it. Yeah, that's how I can tell I upped it. And I mean, mine, because I take 4 every day, so I upped it to 5 for a couple days. And right now my tongue is back to normal looking and I'm not craving sugar.
Oh, that's awesome. Show us your tongue.
It's not, I mean, like it was like coated white earlier this week.
So. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, thank you so much for letting me be on. Melanie, I see you. I see some familiar faces. How fun. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you for doing this for us, Sally.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Sure, we'll see you guys in Dallas.
Yes. Hey, and our team next week, we are not having a Zoom because it is Leaders Retreat week, and we have people flying in that day and all kinds of stuff. So we will take a break next week and get ready for a Leaders Retreat recap the next week. So
perfect. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. You have a good day.